Three-prong attack on John McCain. John McCain is dangerous. They should do a new version of the Barry Goldwater ad that Lyndon Johnson ran, saying, hey, this guy's got his finger on the button. Remember the mushroom cloud ad that they ran against Goldwater? They should run it against John McCain. No one has had a worse temper. He's talking about inciting against Russia. What are we going to do? We're going to go to war with Russia? We're all Georgians? We're going to go defend Georgia? He's talking about kicking Russia out of the G8? How the hell are you going to get him to help you with Iran? They're not going to help you. You keep pushing him and pushing him. It's a terrible strategy. Now, you know what the number one problem in the world is? Loose nukes. Nobody talks about it other than Democrats every once in a while, right? Republicans, they were talking about it in the media, never picks it up. Look, Iran would never attack. They got 70 million people. They'd be wiped off the face of the earth. If they ever developed a nuclear weapon 10 or 20 years from now and ever had the audacity to even think about using it, they'd get wiped off the map. That's not the real concern. The real concern is non-state actors like Al-Qaeda getting a hold of some sort of biological, chemical, or nuclear weapon and using it, because they won't hesitate. They will use it. So we got to get those loose nukes under control. Who do we need to work with to do that? Russia. What does John McCain want to do? He wants to push Russia out of the G8. He wants to antagonize them. What? You're making this a dangerous world. And Iran, he's talking about how we need to bomb Iran. And he's got all of his top foreign policy advisors now. There's been a purge. There's no more realists from the Republican campaign. There's no Brent Scowcrofts. There's no James Bakers. There's only the neocons left, like Randy Sherman. And what do they want to do? They want to attack Iran. And then they talk about staying in Iraq for 100 years. This man is dangerous, man. He's a danger to the world. Point number two. When you elect John McCain, you elect the entire Republican Party. You think you just elect the president and then he runs the whole thing by himself? No, he's got cabinet members. He's got aides. He's got lobbyists. He's got other people in his party that he's got to keep happy. You're re-electing the entire Republican Party and its entire infrastructure. So right now, John McCain is running a campaign, and he said it in the convention in St. Paul, where he says, oh, I'm going to reform the Republican Party. He should get his ass kicked for that. Obama should say, wait a minute. This Republican Party is a giant organization. And John McCain says, hey, I'm going to bring that organization that's been screwing you for the last 8 years. I'm going to bring it back, put it in its place, and I'm going to change it a little bit. Just about maybe 10% or so. I'm going to change it a little bit. Now, if you want the Republican Party changed, what do you think? It's better to re-elect the whole Republican Party with a guy who says, maybe I'll change it a little bit at the top, or re-elect the other party? Oh, interesting. So I have not seen any campaign ads or any serious. I know they say the 90% thing. I know they say the Bush-McCain are the same. I know that, and they've done an okay job with that, a decent job with that. But I've not seen anybody from the Obama camp saying, hey, wait a minute, it is not John McCain you're electing. You're electing all these sons of bitches when you elect John McCain. Who do you think is going to be in his cabinet? Who are going to be his top foreign policy advisors, his top economic advisors, the people who actually make policy? Who do you think it's going to be? It's going to be the same guys that have been screwing us the last 8 years. It's a fraud upon the American people. And if your opponent doesn't tell you, then who is? Who's going to? All right, point number 3. It's an ad that should be called Return on Investment. It's related to point number 2. All these lobbyists that poured all this money into all these Republicans that are now aides to McCain, lobbyists that work for McCain, people who are going to be in his cabinet, people who are going to be all over his administration. You think all the people that poured millions and millions and millions of dollars into those people are just going to walk away? No, they paid all that money for a return on investment. They want something back. All those people didn't waste their money. No, they're going to get paid when McCain gets elected. The whole strategy is elect this Republican Party, and then we all get paid. They're no dummies. They're nobody's fool. You think they're not looking to get paid back? My God, man, Barack Obama, do an ad. Here's the lobbyists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. There's 12. There's 28. There's 38 within the McCain campaign. And all the money that's been given to them. And all the money that's been given to John McCain by lobbyists for the last 26 years he's been in Washington. And then ask the question, you think these people don't want their money back? You think these people just threw their money in the street? No, they made an investment in John McCain. And if you foolishly elect him as president, they will get their money back in spades. And they'll get it from you.